Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Speaking of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler V, series V's I do for the while. Go over there, try out food and drink items. Eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. While it is a bit bright out today, it is otherwise a very beautiful day. I can't even, excuse me, I can't even be mad at it. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, push it out, bring it back in. I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? What happens to be my A Killer's Confession shirt. One of a few that I have. I really like this one, though. It's got screaming Waylon, who's the lead singer of the band. If you're unfamiliar with the band Killer's Confession, they are fronted by a gentleman by the name of Waylon, who previously had been one of the lead singers of the band Mushroomhead for a good many years. After his tenure with Mushroomhead ended, he went on, formed his own music project called A Killer's Confession, and they've been trucking along for, close to a decade now. Put out a few albums, always working. Like, that's one of the things, I have a lot of respect for Waylon, beyond even just musically, just as a person for all that he's accomplished and all he's overcome. And I mean, one of the things, man, just always working, always on something, which I think is very cool. I've been fortunate enough, I've seen them perform live a number of times now. I actually have videos of said performances. They're on this channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. Nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction, because I think they're a really good band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, it has nothing to do with the niceness of the day. In fact, I actually bought this at night, and it was just a thing that was like, all right, sure. What is it, folks? Boom, it's a meat stick. It is from Slim Jim, but it's not just any Slim Jim. It's the monster size, because truly I am a monster for devouring it. This is the Sonic chili cheese Coney flavored, artificially flavored Slim Jim meat stick shabam. Yes, so it's a Slim Jim that's supposed to taste like a chili cheese Coney dog from Sonic. Sure, why not? Let's can we get a thing for a thing? I don't know how well it's gonna. Yeah, we'll just kind of do it like that, and we'll just kind of ha 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 ha, and then I don't know, maybe we'll do it like give myself some options. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, man, it's been a little while since I've reviewed some meat stick jerky, whatever you want to consider it, smoked snack stick. That's what they're calling it. Let's give it a go. See if it tastes like a chili cheese dog. I mean, I reviewed a Coney dog from Sonic. It was a few years ago now, but, maybe just 2 years. I don't know. It all is blended together with me, folks. I've been doing this for too long. I have, like, almost, I've got like over 2,000 reviews, so remember, it's not the quality that matters, it's the quantity. That's my methodology. Does have kind of a chili cheese sort of smell. Let's give it a go. I will say, you can kind of love it or hate it, but I do sort of love it. I love the way that a Slim Jim breaks as you bite into it. It's just, I don't know, man. I like it. I mean, yeah, it's overly processed and all that stuff. What the fuck ever? Who cares? I'm not looking to live to be 100. You know what? I'll be damned if I'm not damned. It's actually not half bad. It actually does have like a chili cheese flavor to it. Like, I didn't, it was like, because the thing is, a lot of times we have these meat stick things, they're flavored with this, that, or the other thing. But then, like, the reality is like, it's, usually pretty underwhelming. But it does, it does depend. I did the Jack Link's, was it Jack Link's? I forget now. But the Dr. Pepper flavored meat stick. Just go watch that review. And I love that thing, man. Whenever I run into those, I pick those up. So it can be hit or miss as far as the flavoring goes. But this one, legit, it does have a chili cheese flavor. It has a smell to it, and it does, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd say it exactly tastes like a Coney dog, and to be fair, I've never actually had a legit Coney dog, because I've never been to Coney, but does it have a chili cheese aspect to it? Yes. I think realistically, that's more than what I can expect. And there's actually kind of a, almost like a little bit of a creamy cheesiness to it a little bit. I like that. Yeah, I mean, the way it hits, it's kind of a nice blend. You know, you've got the Slim Jim flavor sort of holding it all together. But then on top of that, like I said, you have sort of a creamy, cheesy, sort of, you know, mildish flavor, but it's still there. You're definitely not going to mistake it. And then there's just kind of an overall sort of, you know, chili spice kind of flavor. It's nice. It's got a nice little zing to it. And I mean, you know, hell. That ain't half bad. I mean, it was always going to be at least somewhat decent. It's a Slim Jim. Slim Jims are good, I think. But the fact that they did manage, it does take a little bit to get to that flavor, but the fact that they did manage to go over there and, to a reasonable extent, recreate a chili cheese flavor, yeah. I think even if I didn't know what this was, it might not be my first guess, but I think I'd be able to stab around enough at it that I would be able to get that. Because it's definitely, you know, and it works in nice with the smoke-spiced meat stick thing that Slim Jims are. So, got a nice little zing, plus a nice little added flavor to it. I like it. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. I mean, look, is it my favorite meat stick jerky thing? No, definitely not. Excuse me. Like I said, the Dr. Pepper one's probably my outright favorite. I love those damn things. But I do like this one for what it is. I'm actually surprised at how much I like it. You know, it's not... I mean, again, I figured I'd like it because I like Slim Jims anyway, but I'm genuinely a little bit impressed with the flavor that they managed to pull off with this. This could have very easily been another one that was just kind of a toss away, but that's not the case. It tastes nice. It tastes, kind of along the lines of what it's supposed to. I could see picking it up again on occasion, just as a quick little snack. If I'm recommending it, though, I think, yeah, man, look, you got to be predisposed to enjoying Slim Jims in the first place. And, I know some people, and, even some of my audience members here might not be into the processed meat stick thing. That's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to upsell it as an overall thing. But I think if you already like Slim Jims, the idea of a chili cheese Slim Jim probably works pretty well in your head the way it works in mine. And I think to that end, it works well. So this is one of those things. I don't think trying this is going to suddenly convert you into a big Slim Jim fan if you're not already. But at the same time, if you already enjoy yourself a Slim Jim, your jerkies, what have you, this is a nice flavor. And like I said, I'm impressed with how they managed to make it work. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have themselves a truly proper chili cheese dog-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, let's not forget, okay, if you're around my age, that at the end of the day, most things in life, most problems in life and issues can be solved by a chili dog. That's what Sonic the Hedgehog taught me as a child. So, Sonic wouldn't lie. I believe him. But anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, excuse me. I'm dealing with some congestion, and I'm a little bit, so every now and again I can kind of feel some crud build up in my throat, which isn't the most pleasant of things, but fuck it, folks. You're human beings too. People get all weird about that stuff. Like, you have to deal with it too, right? Like, I don't know anybody I've ever known who's never had congestion, so deal. But it's important when we go over there when we have to deal with frustration and bullshit, all that good stuff. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal favorite flavor of Slim Jim? Are you just a classic person, or do you like some of the funkier flavors? For me personally, I will always have a certain affection for Slim Jims because, a couple of reasons. One being that the Slim Jim guy, if you remember those commercials back in the day, and has been pointed out in meme format, reminds me a little bit of the sadly now passed away lead singer of Static X, Wayne Static. And that just kind of makes me smile. But it also reminds me of the also sadly passed away wrestler, Macho Man Randy Savage, who of course was famously a spokesperson for them, for Slim Jim. So, there's a little bit of a sentimentality to the Slim Jims. But anyway.